Among monsters and beasts, I was never meant to blend in. I was born to rule. I am DKing Saad. Welcome to the DKing Combat Podcast. Let me tell you something most people don't want to hear, and this is very, very personal. No one is coming to save you. Yes, no one is coming to save you. No one. Not your friends, not your family, not the system, not motivation, literally nobody. And the sooner you accept that, the stronger you become. See, most people are living in this illusion that one day something will click, that one day they will feel ready, that one day someone will guide them, spot them, push them, and then they will finally change. But that day never comes. Most people are waiting for the right time, waiting for spot, waiting for everything to be perfect. But life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't care if you are ready. While you are sitting there waiting, someone else is waking up early, someone else is training, someone else is suffering, someone else is becoming stronger, someone else is becoming dangerous. And that's the difference. Not talent, not luck, just action, while others are still waiting. I have seen this again and again. People talk about changing their life. I want to get fit. I want to learn how to fight. I want to be more confident. But then months go by, years go by, and they are still in the same place, same body, same mindset, same excuses. Why? Because deep down they are still hoping something will come and fix it for them. Let me be very clear with you. No one is coming. If you don't build your body, it stays weak. If you don't train your mind, it stays soft. If you don't learn how to defend yourself, you stay vulnerable. That's the reality. And I'm not saying this to be harsh. I'm saying this because I lived it. Yes, that's why I told you in the beginning, this is personal. I lived it. I wasn't always this version of myself. I wasn't always confident. I wasn't always strong. I was the kid who got bullied. And people don't really understand what that does to you. When you are young, when you don't know how to defend yourself, when you feel like you have no control, you start questioning yourself. Why me? Why can't I stand for myself? Why do I feel weak? And the worst part is, you look around and nobody really steps in. Nobody comes to save you. People might feel bad, but at the end of the day, you are the one in that situation. And I remember those moments, standing there, feeling powerless, and something inside me changed. Not overnight, but slowly. That frustration, that anger, that feeling of this is not who I want to be started building up, and I realized something very important. If I don't change this, no one will. That was the turning point for myself, for me. Not motivation, not some speech, just a decision. I had two choices: stay the same, keep feeling weak, keep avoiding situations, or build myself into someone who could handle anything. And I choose the second one. That's where the journey starts. Not when you feel ready, but when you are tired of being who you are right now. I started training. I started pushing myself, not because I loved it in the beginning, but because I needed it. And slowly, everything started changing. Not just physically, but mentally. You start carrying yourself differently. You start thinking differently. You start reacting differently. And the same situations that once made you feel weak now don't affect you the same way. That's what people don't understand. Training is not just about muscles, it's about identity. And this is where discipline comes in. Because let's be honest, you're not always going to feel like doing it. You're not always going to wake up motivated. You're not always going to feel strong. But you do it anyway. Because you understand something most people don't. Your future is built by what you do when you don't feel like doing it. I will repeat it again. It's that important for you to understand this particular part. Your future is built by what you do when you don't feel like doing it. Comfort is the biggest trap. Comfort makes you feel safe, but it keeps you stuck. Remember that thing. Comfort makes you feel safe, but it keeps you stuck. It tells you, you can start tomorrow, take it easy today, you deserve a break. And you listen again and again until weeks turn into months and months turn into years and nothing changes. But pressure. Pressure does something different. Pressure forces growth. Pressure forces adaptation. Pressure builds warriors. That's why I don't believe in easy paths, because easy doesn't build anything real. That's also why I built the DKing combat system. Not for show, not for social media, but for real people in real situations. Because real life doesn't give warnings. Situations don't announce themselves. You don't get time to prepare in the moment. You either know what to do or you don't. You don't rise to the level of your potential. You fall to the level of your preparation. Remember that. I believe most of you heard that saying, the more you sweat in the training, the less you bleed in a fight. Okay? So it's the same thing. You don't rise to the level of your potential. You can be having amazing potential, more than anybody else, but you are not prepared. That potential is useless. You will fall to the level of what you are in preparation for. If you are not prepared to fight, you cannot fight. Doesn't matter your potential. Remember that. So ask yourself honestly. I want all of you guys to ask this question with full honesty. If something happens today, God forbid, are you ready? Can you handle pressure? Can you stay calm? Can you protect yourself? That's the least thing you can do. At least, can you protect yourself? If the answer is no to all these questions, I'm telling you, you are in a really bad situation. And the last one, can you protect your family? This is very big one. And if your answers was no for previous ones, I don't think this answer is gonna be yes. But these are the questions you have to ask yourself honestly. Can you handle pressure? Can you stay calm? Can you protect yourself? Can you protect your family? Or are you still hoping that nothing will ever happen, which is not a possibility? If your answers were yes, I'm very happy for you guys. But if you answer in the negative, that's the part you need to worry about. And you need to really, really ponder on what you're gonna do and what are you doing with your life. Because hope is not a strategy. hoping something will never happen, that's not a strategy. That's not called preparation. But preparation is a preparation. So you have to prepare for the situations. I love this saying all the time, that it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. At least a warrior in a garden is prepared if something happens. But a gardener in a war is not prepared for anything. What do you think will happen? The answer is very obvious. And if you are listening to this right now, take this as your sign. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Now means now. Start building, start training, start becoming someone who can handle life. Because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. And I am sure you guys know this already. You had that experience in your life, at least one, if not more. When you realize that you are on your own, you and the God, that's it. You either become the one who saves yourself, or you stay exactly where you are. Listen to this again. You either become the one who saves yourself, or you stay exactly where you are. Even God said, God helps those who help themselves. If you're not helping yourself, even God is not gonna do anything for you. Remember that? This is something for you guys to think, sit, and ponder upon. Among monsters and beasts, you were never meant to blend in. You were born to rise. Ponder upon it sincerely. This is DKing Saad, and this is the DKing Combat Podcast.